For someone who took up cycling as a means of getting to and from his rowing trainings, James McCoy has come a mighty long way in the sport of cycling in 3 years.
Well, I started doing a few races, and then I really started to like it, and then started to win a few. So, pretty much, it's just come from there.
Now, as a member of the Benchmark home cycling team, a lot of James's time is taken up with competing in cycling events around the country. And when he's not competing, he's doing the hard yards to be prepared for the next competition by spending hours on his bike.
Well, probably anywhere from 30 hours around that. So 2 hours a day is probably my minimum day, and that'd be a Monday or a Friday, and then up to 7 hours on the weekends.
But James says there's plenty of motivation to get him out on his bike, even early on a Sunday morning.
It's just a character building thing. Like, sometimes you got those beautiful views, and it's just, don't know how to explain it.
And James is obviously a person who likes to be busy. On top of his hectic training schedule, he's also studying towards a Bachelor of Science at Canterbury University.
That takes a bit of time out of my life, fitting everything in is kind of a juggling act.
But just last month, James's studies went on the back burner for a bit as he headed off to Australia to race in one of the biggest races of his career.
Very interesting experience in Australia. Raced the Tour of the Murray River. Very windy race. Lots of professional riders there, and just an overall great experience to put it with the big guys.
However, James learnt quickly playing with the big guys has its hazards.
Yeah, day 2 there was a bit of an incident with this guy from one of the Titans teams. He hooked me, and my front wheel, all the spokes ripped out of it, and that cost me about 15 minutes on the day. Overall, lost all incentive in the tour, so I had to start working for a teammate.
But he says all was not lost, and the 4-strong team punched well above their weight.
We pull out a bit of money, one of the incentives of it. But Dan, one of our teammates, he went really well. We worked for him. But individual-wise, I had a couple of top placings, and that's probably it.
And now back in Christchurch and training in his familiar surroundings of the Port Hills, James has some other goals in mind.
Building towards now, in a couple of weeks, I have the Canterbury Time Trial and Road Race Championships. Building towards them, and then after that, what'll be the Tour of Southland. That's probably New Zealand's biggest race, so aiming for that. And then after that will be the New Zealand Elite Championships, so aiming to take away the New Zealand jersey. So that's the goal.
James says he can't wait to line up in the prestigious Tour of Southland in the orange and white colours of Benchmark, and he's buoyed by the team's win in this year's Benchmark Home Series.
Last year I did the Tour of Southland with Calder Stewart. This year I'll be doing the Tour of Southland with the Benchmark home cycling team. We should have a strong team, and we should hopefully be able to get some success.
And beyond this year, James has some more goals in mind.
I'm going to just finish my degree at university, so that'll take another 2 years, and then I'm going to head off to Europe or the United States to race, and then hopefully pick up a pro contract.
No doubt goals that will see James keeping the wheels in motion a little while longer.